Peace, y'all. I couldn't start this episode without just gotta say thanks, man. Thank y'all for an incredible season 5. Thank you to everybody who's been listening and supporting. Peace to my patrons for actually putting money down on this shit. Thank you to everybody who's pulled up to a real talk this year, the 3 we did. I just wanted to let everyone know that after this season finale with our incredible guest, El Cousteau, DC's finest, I'm gonna be going on break for the entire month of January, so no new episodes for about a month, probably until early to mid-February. I'll announce a date when it's time, but just wanted to fill everyone in. I need a break. Please go run up the archive, subscribe to the Patreon. Love you. Much love. Peace. Peace. My name is Dylan CineMasai Green, and welcome to the Real Notes podcast. I speak with rappers, producers, journalists, and other hip-hop adjacent figures about their relationship with movies, and, if at all, film inspires their craft. For the season 5 finale is DC rapper and model El Cousteau. We spoke about the Godfather series, the Sopranos, The Wood, The Best Man, putting on for black cinema, coming up in the DC rap scene, his modeling career, his connections to A$AP Rocky and Mike and his 10K global label, solidifying his sound, and the creative process behind his last 2 projects, Merci, Merci, and this past summer's Dirty Harry 2. Thank y'all so much for a fantastic season 5. Now for the last time this year, come fuck with us. I can't start talking to you and not mention the fact that, where did my brain just go? Son behind you fixing the computer had y'all looking like fucking Dirk and Thug fixing the computer. In the memes. This is the first thing my brain went.
Head knows everything to do. I could just ask Head. He'll know how to do that shit. It's so funny, bro.
Word.
It's so funny.
That shit is hilarious. How was last night, man?
Bro, last night was great. That was it wasn't my first touring show, but my first headliner. And to be in New York doing that was just crazy. I won't lie. And it was at Baby's. So Baby's is super nostalgic. So I'm like, damn, I've been in this green room so much for a show I had with one of the homies, or just I'm outside fucking around, before it to be my own shit. And I'm curating the green room and the show and all that. Top tier experience, bro. And it was packed. It was packed, bro.
Yeah.
So I couldn't complain about nothing.
Yeah, that's amazing. So and I was just thinking earlier because the Baby's green room is just, it's so funny because people just be walking in and out of there. You don't need any type of credential. It's just like a curtain, and you just kind of stumble into the shit. It's too funny. So yeah, I can only imagine how crazy the green room was.
It was a great night, bro. It was so cool.
Yeah.
It was so cool. I met me and GT too. We've been talking over the phone and Instagram, but he came out at my show. I asked bro, did he come out? And we met. Super cool, bro. Crazy moment, bro. Cool as shit, bro. It was so cool. So cool.
Damn. Ugh. Congratulations, man. You deserve it. You and I have only known each other for a couple years at this point, but I don't know. I'm just happy. I'm just happy to see you leapfrog over all this shit the way you have, and to get the headlining show at Baby's, that's Baby's is to New York now what I feel like SOB's was maybe even 5-10 years ago. So that's you're going places if you got the Baby's all right headlining show type shit,
Nah, and that's how I felt, bro. I was like, wow, I couldn't lie to you, bro. That shit was so. That's why I just woke up. I was in that traffic. I was like, fuck, let me hit dinner, and now I'm here. Last night, we were lit, really.
Yeah. Damn. Wow. Well, nah. I'm not gonna waste too much more of your time in that case. What's cracking, everybody? Welcome back. Oh, I'm saying welcome back, but this is I didn't tell you this because I forgot honestly until just now, but this is the season finale. This is season 5 finale, bro. As soon as we figured this out, I was like, this is the season finale. It's not even a question.
Bro, thank you for having me a part of this, bro. I know sometimes I'm super random with my schedule, but thank you for having me, bro. I mean that.
Nah, man. I mean it. Thank you for being here. You know, like this is
Yeah.
like yeah, no, like you've been super solid with me since like you and I first met, and the music's great, and just like you're good energy, you're fun, like you're thoughtful, like
Thank you,
you
man.
dress cool as shit. Like I don't know. It just works. And
Yeah.
for people who may or may not be able to tell, I'm just getting over a cold, so I might be coughing and I'm a little congested, but I'm not
Yeah, yeah, but
contagious.
we not judging my guy, man. We not judging
Yeah.
my guy. You know, been back dope before. Yeah,
Hey man. Yeah, no, I don't get sick very often, so when I do,
yeah.
it takes a little while for it to fully go away. But I'm here, I'm healthy, I'm thriving. My name's Dylan Green, CineMasai. Got a lot of names, do a lot of
Yeah.
shit outside, inside. This is really the last time I'm gonna be saying this shit for like a month and a half. So I'm really trying to savor it. My name's Dylan Green, CineMasai. I got a lot of names, do a lot of shit. There we go. See, outside, inside, all sides, and
Yeah.
I'm with somebody who be road running in his own way, and has been for a while. He's currently on tour. By the time y'all hear this, the tour will be over. But like it's been a crazy 2 3 years watching him grow and ascend. Like from when I first heard Dirty Harry to Dirty Harry 2 being out, and like the Rocky cosign, the Mike cosign, the Tyler cosign, like
Yeah.
the music connecting the way it's been connecting, and I don't know, just being like a solid stand up fun time type of dude. Baltimore's finest.
DC.
Fucking DC. I said Baltimore.
It's all good.
I'm an asshole.
I feel like
I knew
like
that.
everyone that's like
Yeah.
not from the area, they just like I feel like they'll find the city that they're like they're familiar with and be like, hey, he
Yeah.
from. It's so funny that I love it because it's like I feel like that's how everybody look at anything in like DC, Maryland, or Virginia. Like they be
Yeah.
like, all them niggas is the same. I feel like that's how y'all be.
And it's not, and it's fucked up because I was just looking at something that was telling me you're from DC, and I
Yeah.
just had Baltimore on the brain for whatever
It's all
reason.
good, bro.
So
It
fuck
happens.
me,
It
man.
happens. And Baltimore is like a place where it's like it's a hub
Yeah.
for black art. So I feel
Yeah.
like when you like, I honestly feel like it's either one of the two. People will be like, "Oh, you're from DC," and if somebody be like, "No, I'm from Baltimore," and like you tell somebody from Baltimore, they're like, "No, I'm from DC." But like from like y'all outside perspective, because of course people from where I'm from, like we know the difference between like PG,
Of
DC. Well,
course.
PG and DC is like it's high key like right there, so it's a lot of similarities. But like Baltimore and DC, we are working like niggas completely different. We'll look at each other and can spot the difference. All just how niggas like wear his pants.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, nah, I always get that fucked up because one of my real good homies is from PG County, so
mm,
I like to think I know the difference.
yeah,
So that's like, and yeah, I mean, like my family stays in Virginia, like I
yeah.
definitely like, so that's why I feel stupid for fucking that up because I knew
It's
this
all
and
good, bro.
my brain just tripped for a second.
Oh yeah, it's below the Mason Dixie line type shit. You know, it's like I feel like
Yeah.
when y'all above the Mason Dixie line, y'all just be like all them niggas down south. That's how y'all be.
Yeah, yeah, that's some other shit. Like people really are like that. That shit is fucked up. But please make all the noise. I mean, y'all can't really make noise like that, but y'all make all the noise in the world for El Cousteau. Cousteau is fucking here. Dirty Harry 2 is out. It's been out for a while. DC's finest, also a hub, also a beautiful cultural hub for black art that I think people don't
Facts.
appreciate enough. Like it's kind of crazy how much people don't know about the history of DC and the music, and like even just like forgetting like go-go, just like everything else,
Yeah,
like y'all really have had so much cool shit happening down there, especially recently. And I feel like you've really been at the center of a lot of that. So I mean, we already said this, but like thank you so much for being here. Like it means a lot to like end the season with you. So thank you for like taking, I know you're busy as fuck, so thank you for taking the time, man. Truly.
man. I appreciate to be here, bro. I'm so appreciative to be here.
Mm. Yeah,
Yeah,
man. I think the first time we met, like the first time we communicated, I think I wrote about a song from Dirty Harry 1. I forget
yeah.
who it was for.
It was 10 carat. I remember it was 10 carat,
Yep.
and I believe it was for was it Pitchfork?
It might have been Pitchfork. I can't remember exactly. It had to have been for Pitchfork. Yeah.
But I remember it was 10 Curd. I
Yeah.
remember it was
Yeah.
10
Yeah.
Curd.
Yeah. That's
Hey, that
yeah. I know.
actually
Like
hard
yeah.
too. No, can I give you like a 30-second like background to that story, bro?
Please,
I
bro.
I lied to you now. This actually might be too much information, but not never too much information is like it's never a bad thing in like the best in the good realm. But I
Yeah.
was walking to the Trader Joe's to go steal because I didn't have enough like money this day. I remember I was pissed off, bro. I was like, actually, I'm gonna go
Yeah.
to the Trader Joe's and take what the fuck I need out of here. So I'm walking to the Trader Joe's. This shit was like 4 years ago. Like, yeah, it had to be like four. And I'm like, I need to like drop music. Like I need to start back dropping. Like I want to do something with my next tape that I'm gonna be like crazy, da 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 da. So I'm walking and I was rapping that song. And
Yeah.
that's how like literally I wrote that song. I walked to the Trader Joe's. I stole my shit what I needed. When I came back, I was even more angry that I had to just steal. So I kept writing the song, and I never forget. That's how I made 10 Curd. I shit you not. I made
Wow.
10 Curd like that.
Damn. So okay. So in that case, how long had you been sitting on it? Because I mean, like that album's only a couple years old at this point.
Yeah, a lot of those songs was the only song that was like super super new on it was Nitro, all right, You and Me. It was like I usually do half and half on my tapes. Like even this newest Dirty Harry too. It
Yeah.
was a lot of the songs. How many songs I have? 12? Is it 12 on there or 11? It's
Something like
12.
that. Yeah.
12. It's crazy. I'm asking you how many songs I got on now, but I always get them two numbers mixed up. But basically, out of those 12 songs, probably seven of those are like older, and like the rest are just all new songs that I probably made
Mm-hmm.
like a week, like I said, a week, like a month or two before the tape dropped, or like 3 months before I had to turn in the last mix. Because I feel like I
Mm.
love to have something that's like, all right, this is where I was at in life like 9, 10 months ago, 2 years ago, even sometimes. And then this is where I was at literally last month type shit. And then you can get
Yeah.
like, I feel like it's a good timestamp, you know?
Yeah. That balance is important. And I just checked. Dirty Harry 1 has 11 tracks. The new one has 13.
13,
Funny
okay,
enough.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
It's
what I
13.
did. That's what I did. I did add one. But yeah, I love to do like half and half, or sometimes I might even like put like a lot of like older songs. I record so much, so I probably have
Yeah.
already songs queued up and just add like three or four new ones with it. This next tape that I'm coming out with, I'm gonna drop again in like March. It's really
Mm-hmm.
just gonna be, like a lot of older songs that didn't, not older songs that didn't make it, but like older songs I wanted to put out. But I was like, all right, I should do this and this so it can make sense, and then I'll drop this, and then I'm gonna just add some new ones with it. And I'm gonna just put out a lot of music this year, bro. Like I want to put out like 3 projects this year because I feel like I've
Yeah.
been doing the one and dones, which I feel like are amazing. But it's like I'm also realizing like where we're at in like the information era, things are being processed so fast, and the music. So it's like if I record every day, I don't want it to get to the point where I'm just always putting out a lot of music. But I feel like this year I should like, you know what I'm saying, like exert myself, like actually like do,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, like do the thing.
Might as well. And I mean, like, now that we're on this topic, I don't know if y'all were joking when you said this or not, but I saw you and Tay Hicks had a little
Yeah.
something cooking.
Oh, like
Word.
I don't want to like give the clarification, but we're definitely doing it. We're definitely doing it. I won't give
Whoa.
like a timestamp or a date, but we're doing
Yeah,
that
yeah,
shit.
yeah, yeah. That's fine. You don't got to do that.
For sure, we're doing that shit. Like, and it's definitely gonna be 2026. Like,
Hmm.
definitely, we're doing that shit. I love Yak Man. Like real live. I don't know how long we're gonna make the tape, but we just gonna make it fun as shit. Like, we're gonna make it
Yeah,
super fun and just like real, like yeah, like homie, like yeah, nigga.
good.
Actually, my dog. Like, we so happen to be lit off music together, but it's really my dog. Like real shit.
Yeah, good. I'm happy to hear that, man. Shout out to Tay too. It's funny enough,
And
like
my
to
dog, he
continue the
just
story.
dropped. You hear me? That boy
Yeah,
just
man.
dropped on nigga ass. Yeah,
Yeah, man. Yeah. Nah, like he went back to back this year, and
yeah,
like he's like, cause like I ran for the love of money into the fucking ground
yeah.
this year, so I was happy to have the second one from him. Shout out to Tay,
Nigga, old
the
Kent
best
Road freestyle. I just
son.
told somebody this. One of the best songs I ever heard in my life. You hear me?
Yo,
And even if that wasn't one of my bestest friends, I still say that shit. Like hands down. You
yeah,
just gotta get credit where it's due. That's one of the best songs I've ever heard in my life.
word. That shit goes so stupid. That's my favorite song on that whole project.
Nah, that was
And
ridiculous.
and funny enough, like what's it called? Niante's the reason we met in person because you came
Yeah, I
to
came
his
with to his jump, his real notes.
because like
I was arguing with an Uber driver out in front. It was cold as fuck, and I didn't had no weed. And the dude almost hit me with his fucking car. I'm like, my nigga, you just let me out the car. You gonna pull off while I'm in front of this shit? And all I know is I'm yelling at this Uber driver, man. And then like it's all of these people here for this movie, and they're looking at me like, oh, this motherfucker's like, he's crazy a little bit. Like I see it. Like I seen people for the first time catch me in a moment outside. It was like, oh, your ass is a little old. But they know it was. I wasn't just wilding. Like they seen him try to
no,
hit
of course.
me.
And it's even crazier because you showed up in like the fur coat. You had the fro still. Like
Yeah.
that was like the first time I'd ever seen you in person, and I was like, that's fucking Cousteau, and we talked for a bit. It was great.
Yeah, bro,
So
that's a
like
great
that
thing,
was
bro.
no, like
I
that
don't
shit
know
was
if you're
amazing.
still doing those jumps, bro. But I would love to do. We got to still do one of those one day.
Oh yeah, nah, that's so easy. We'll make that happen at some point. I'm kind of stacking up a list of people for 2026, so we'll definitely lock in for one.
If you could set me up for like somewhere when it get like a little warm, so we could just have
Yeah,
like a whole thing. We just have like a cookout. We just put a nigga on the grill in the front, watch the
word.
movie, just do some cool shit.
There we go, bro. Yeah, nah, I'm a definitely spin back on you like over the summer or some shit. We'll make
Hell yeah.
something
Let
happen.
me know. You know I'm there.
Yeah, I got you, man. But nah, let's okay. So I gotta ask the first question I ask everybody who comes on here, which is what was the last movie or TV show you watched that you had a strong opinion about?
Okay, I just watched the fucking Godfather series. One, two.
Wow,
I'm literally on the last 20 minutes of like Godfather 3. Let me tell you something. This
please, yeah.
motherfucker Al Pacino was so good. That's why I've been watching I watched Casino recently too. That's why I got these fucking glasses on. Cause I just been watching all these old mob movies. And I swear, but like bro, hands down, The Godfather actually might be like the best like story. I don't know what they call it because it's a trilogy, but like
Yeah,
best movie that has like a following to it. Because it's like each movie gets better than the last, and it's not even like the last movie was bad, but the first movie had so many details that it made the second one amazing, and the second one was so amazing that the third one is great because now they fucking waited 13 years. Who? Let me say something. The director, I don't know who he was, I don't know who he is, but for this motherfucker to take a break up from a series and make the last movie 14 years later when everyone's older so it can have like the real effect of like aging, that's fucking crazy. I can't lie. I was like, bro, they waited like 13 years to drop the third part. Like he literally wanted everyone to be older so it can look like time has progressed. To me,
yeah.
that is fucking crazy. Top tier.
Wow. So I mean, I haven't watched 3 in I don't even know how long. I know a lot of people. I know a lot of people don't like Godfather Part 3. Like I don't really have like any strong feelings one way or the other about it because it's been so long, and I would need to like because like I had to watch when I first saw the first part. I think I watched it in like 2 or 3 parts because I was
Yeah.
younger and I wasn't trying to like my attention span was all over the place. So like
Yeah.
I've never seen The Godfather 1 all the way through. It's a fucking classic. I've seen the whole thing, but never like it's I can't believe I'm about to say this. It's that and White Chicks. Those are 2 movies I've never watched in one sitting. I've seen all the movie, but never from start to finish, like in one sitting. So
Hey,
one day I
also,
want to fix that.
Kill Bill is another one. I just went with my manager and we watched like Kill Bill 1 and 2 like all together.
At the
That shit
theater.
crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy, bro. That shit was crazy, Dylan. Like
Man.
I can't lie. That goes up there too, especially because it was like the unedited version, so it had like extended scenes and shit.
Yeah.
Crazy, bro.
Damn. I really wanted to slide and go see it, but I just didn't get the chance. I was too busy. But I wanna know more. Like, tell me, cause like you said you're not done with 3 yet, but talk to me about the first 2 Godfathers and how you feel about them. Like, was that your first time seeing those 2?
Yeah, so that was my first time.
Cool.
The character development of Michael Corleone is fucking crazy. He starts off, but this is the thing: signs are always there because it's like It's like your whole family is like indulged and immersed into this lifestyle, and you're like this
Yeah.
war hero. So you're super equipped to do the job that your family is doing, but you just don't do the shit. You're actually the most equipped to do the shit, but you don't do it because you're the black sheep. And then you have the father who's like, I feel like Vito Corleone was like very much. I looked at him at like when you first watch it, you're like, oh, okay, he's an older guy. He's very much like high in power. He just tells people what to do. And then you realize he's actually trying to like bring order to things. Like as much as like whatever he's doing is quote unquote whatever, he's bringing order to things, and his family is his number one priority. The brother Sonny, I feel like didn't get that, but Michael got that. Like Michael literally like chose to embellish that. So now you have him like uprising, and then the shit happens to his father. So he's like, oh, what the fuck? Like he goes into fight or flight mode, and his fight or flight mode looks different than like other people. So now this motherfucker is out here. He's running the family now. Then the shit happens to Sonny. So now I feel like that pushes him in the corner. And so I feel like the first movie was literally like you watching like a diamond being made type shit. And then it gets to the second movie. It starts off, what were they on, like Lake Tahoe or some shit in Nevada?
Something like that, yeah.
Beautiful scene. For one, let's before we even go to the story though, the fucking outfits and settings and coloring and like where they're at, every scene's amazing. Like every scene. It's not one scene that's like not like aesthetically pleasing. I promise you. So that also too was really, really crazy. And I loved how everyone's suits was always either really, really well put together, or you could tell like the casting director was like, you have an expensive suit on, but your character is like a wild, like bummy-ish person. So we're gonna just like fuck this like Armani suit up a little bit. It's a $3,000 suit. We're gonna make it look crazy on you. I was like, that shit was cool. That shit was cool. I can't lie.
Wow, man. So I mean, like just thinking back to the first one, like the scenes I always remember. I love leave the gun, take the cannoli. And it was really dope. And it was so dope to hear that was like, and like that was unscripted. Like to take the cannoli part, the guy just said that. Like just, it just came off the top. And he was like, and then they were like, we're keeping that. That's dope.
Yeah.
The scene where, I think it's Vito. He puts like the orange slices in his mouth. And it's like running around doing the thing with his son.
And
like,
he has a fucking stroke in the garden. The stroke in the garden was crazy.
Yeah, the stroke in the garden was nuts. And then on top of that, the ending scene of the first one where the door closes on the lake, like just like having just like that last door closing shot, like one of the like it's a devastating shot just in terms of like what it means to the story and the characters, but it just looks gorgeous. You know, like crazy, it's such a beautiful looking movie. Like you could tell they put a lot of effort into like
and a lot of money.
Yeah, no, like they definitely had a ton of bread, and like you could just tell they cared about making the movie look good. Like you could tell that like movies like that back then had to be real well directed, because like you can do stuff in post, but like it's not like they had like a computer to touch it up. Like exactly. you really had to make sure that you got it right the first time, and like everything had to be perfectly placed and perfectly arranged to make it pop the way it did. So like that's why movies like that just looked as good as they did. So,
no, you right like shit. You right, and it was like I feel like wasn't that movie it was all shot on film.
Yeah.
So like,
it was definitely mostly shot on film.
I feel like that's honestly why this shit looks like that. Like everything looks like you're in the scene with it.
Yeah. And so I'm watching The Sopranos for the first time right now.
Wow, I'm surprised you're just getting there.
Yeah, cause I mean like I feel like I brought this up a few times, so sorry, but like I'm from Jersey. Like I'm from like not just from Jersey, I'm from the specific area where the show takes place. So
that's crazy.
So I didn't watch it for years because I'm like, I know this, you know, like I know, you know, like I know Irvington, I know Bloomfield, I know Newark, I know East Orange, like I know all these places. It's just like it felt weird to be like watching my crib on TV.
You grew up at.
Right, you know, like so it's like my man Lawrence Burney, who's from Baltimore. Funny enough, like he said that he didn't watch The Wire for years. Yeah. Oh yeah. No. Shout out to Lawrence. Lawrence is the best. I love him. Like he's from Baltimore, and he said that he didn't watch The Wire for years because of that too. He's like, I could just look out my window and see The Wire happening outside. Like I don't need to be watching this shit. So like he watched The Wire for the first time. Like he didn't watch it when it happened in real time, and I didn't watch The Sopranos because of that.
Yeah.
Like the scene they shot the finale for The Sopranos at is like an ice cream joint that's like right near where I grew up. So I'm like,
That's crazy.
yeah, so yeah. So like people come to this part of Jersey. Like my partner's from out here, and like my partner would like her family were asking me questions like, oh, you're from that part of area, like you know where Holston's is, you know where this. And I'm like, yeah, like I live 20 minutes from Newark, bro. Like this is like I know it's crazy watching the show because they be name dropping stores and streets and towns, and I'm just like,
All the shit
I know where that is.
Yesterday, what the fuck?
It's kind of it's like I like it and I don't like it because after a while I start to be self-conscious and I'm like I sound like the biggest fucking nerd on planet Earth, but
It's all good, bro. We gotta live our truths, man. We gotta live our truths.
That's real. But yeah, I bring that up because like obviously the mob connection is there. Like The Sopranos doesn't exist without The Godfather because like The Godfather it's like that. So like just watching watching The Sopranos and watching the way Tony and like their mob works and the way that show looks, like you could tell once again like they really cared about camera placement and lighting, and like just the cinematography is just it's a gorgeous looking show, even for it being from the early 2000s. And I don't know, it's just like the dynamic of the way Tony works within his own family and the mob family. And like I'm at the point, I think I'm like 3/4 of the way through season 5, so I'm almost done.
Oh yeah, I was like, you got past a lot of the good shit. Like now the son AJ is older and shit. He's starting to be weird as fuck. The daughter is now coming back. She's like being like nice and loving, and she cares about her family now.
Yeah.
Tony and his therapist are like in their like they're in the peak of the craziness of the therapy session. That's my favorite part of that whole series. Him and the therapy sessions, because it's like
man.
So introspective, it's insane.
Yeah, I love Melfi as a character. I love the way that she like you could tell because like at first she doesn't know who he is, and then she figures out who he is, and then she's kind of like turned on by it, but doesn't want to admit that she's turned on by it, and then and then she gets to being flat out scared, and then they break up, and then they come back, and now she's like, at this point you could tell she's kind of over his shit, just the way she's talking to him. She's like a little more sarcastic. She's more willing to like interrupt him, and kind of like she's really kind of leaning into him in a way
like
that she
she's
wasn't
cutting
before.
into his ass.
Yeah,
I don't want to tell you no spoilers though. That's why I'm like being very cautious of what I'm saying right now. So I'm like, I can't spoil anything we're doing. But you're in for a hell of an ending. Hell of an ending. I would say that you're at the good part, like the super good part right now.
I can't wait because I know the last season's long as hell too. Because I think all the others are like 11 or 12 episodes, and I think the last one's like 18. So I'm in.
8 to it. Or some weird shit. It's like 7A, 7B, some shit like that.
Word. I'm in. I can't wait. But yeah, no, I'm happy to hear that about The Godfather, because that's like that's definitely one of those like 1001 movies you must see before you die.
Yeah, you have
type of deals, you know.
You got to.
I wanna dig a little more into your viewing history, Cousteau. What's the first movie experience you could ever remember having in your life? It could be at the theater, it could be at your cousin's house. Like,
okay, I'll give you one.
Please.
My dad took me to see Incredibles when I was like super young, and I remember because I think what the fuck was I doing in school? I was doing something, and it went good, and I was like, like, let's go see Incredibles. And my father, he was like, I don't know if we about to go do that. And I came home, and he was like, you ready? I'm like, where we going? He's like, we're going to the movies. I'm like, we're going to the movies? Like, nigga, where we going to the movies? He's like, we're going to see The Incredibles. I shit you not, that shit was one of the craziest like in life experiences as a kid, because I remember I was so excited to see The Incredibles. That's why earliest one.
How'd you feel about it when you first saw it? Like, do you remember anything about the day specifically?
I do remember the dad. He was like he was strong as like he's always like just very strong.
Yeah.
And the son, he's like supposed to be like super fast and like all of that shit. So I just thought that was so cool because like my dad, he's like we're still the same actually. Like my father is like very much like a brolic like individual, and I'm like just tall and skinny, and so I'm just fast as shit. So I was like, "Hey, Dad, that's like how we are," and he started like laughing. Like I never get that shit. He was laughing like shit. But yeah, that was like one of the like youngest, coolest moments I can remember with like that.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly where I was when I first saw The Incredibles, but yeah, I feel like that was definitely like the like event, like the canon event movie for
Yeah.
so many kids who grew up in the 2000s. Like you go and see
And that
that. Like I
first,
got I
the first Fantastic Four too. Like the
yeah.
I forgot who played the thing, but it was the
Um
one with him in it. I forgot his
uh Michael Chiklis. That's his name.
yeah,
Michael Chiklis.
yeah.
Yeah.
The original one that came out in like 2006 when I was a little boy. That one
Yeah.
was a
Yeah,
great
yeah.
fucking movie. My dad actually has great movie taste. Like one day randomly, if like not if like I have a crazy show in New York, we're gonna get my dad up here and we're just gonna get
Yeah.
5 minutes of him just talking about movies. Because also my father like he shows no emotion, so it'll be funny as fuck. Because he'll just read off amazing movies and tell you all the details and never change his facial expression. Shit
Oh
would be
my god, son.
it would be actually cinema. That would be cinema in itself, right there.
That'd be crazy, man. I mean, like now that we're here, I gotta ask, what are some of your father's other favorite movies? I'm so curious. You know, off the top of your head.
Um, I'm trying to think. Uh, he showed me Colors with
Oh shit.
Sean Penn. That was I
Yeah.
would say that's one of his favorites. Like he just goes to watch it, but I would say that's one of his movies he showed me to like give me a depiction of what the outside looks like. Cause my one thing about my dad, bro, he showed me those shits when I was like super young. And like, they tell you like, oh, you can't show kids that shit. But I honestly feel like him showing me that shit literally like made me able to like, what I'm saying, have like a preordained like notion of what's going on outside without having
Yeah.
to experience it, you know?
Right. Yeah. I mean, like that type of, I mean, like that type of shit really made an impact on me too. I remember when I first saw Do the Right Thing, and like that
Mm.
kind of, I mean, like I got family in the city, so I knew Brooklyn, I knew Queens a bit, but like seeing a movie like that, or even recently, I saw Fresh. You ever see Fresh before?
I haven't. I've heard about it though. I have heard that's a good
Yeah,
one.
it took me a while, but like, but I mean, like seeing Fresh for the first time, like within the last couple years,
Mm.
like like once again, like I'm a grown man, I have my experiences, I know New York City, but like seeing Fresh was like, okay, just like having that context for like what the city was like back then versus
Yeah.
now, and like how things have changed, how they haven't, like that's like that, like that shit is even something like Paid in Full, which comes up on here a lot, as I'm sure you can imagine. I mean, like
Yeah.
Paid in Full
Niggas
is like a
love paid in
very,
full. Niggas would never not like niggas love paid in full. Right now,
yeah,
if we
bro.
was to stop playing paid in full in this interview, we would both stop and be like, please.
Yeah. Nah, man, like the fucking K Slay ad libs, I'm broke baby,
Yeah.
and the fucking like, yeah, I love who doesn't. I mean, people don't love Paid in Full. I love Paid in Full.
I'm about to
You
say, I
know,
feel like you don't love paid in full. It's not a knock to your taste of like cinema, but it definitely shows me where you're at with your like your creative mind of like where things are and like your
yeah,
nostalgia. I feel like it's also more of a
yeah,
nostalgia thing too. It's not no knock to nobody.
yeah,
It's like that.
yeah. No, yeah, no, like it's definitely a nostalgia thing, because it
Yeah.
really is just like, I don't know, like I didn't grow up in New York City, but I grew up right outside New York City, so like
Mm.
I know all those hallmarks. I know the way people were dressing, and I know the way, like, just like the, I don't know, just everything about it. It just makes sense to me, and it's funny because I had Mike on here like 2-3 years ago, and
Mm.
Holly Sideshow, for people who don't know, was like in the back. He doesn't really do interviews like that,
Yeah,
but
how
he
they
just
never,
like,
it's no interviews like clips of him out.
yeah.
So funny.
Right. So like, so I mean, like Mike and I were talking about Paid in Full, and he just like hopped in for 5 minutes and went on this whole monologue about how much he loves Paid in Full.
Hey,
And like, it's like I think about that a lot to this day. It was just a funny moment,
no, that's classic right there. That's
Yo.
classic.
But as you get older and you start to have more experiences and just like build out your palette, become, the person you are, I like to think of this next one as like a capital M movie, one that really kind of stopped you in your tracks and connected with you in like an emotional, artistic, or spiritual way, like something that was like more than just pure entertainment, if anything like that comes to mind.
What's my last one? Is it my last one I seen, or just anyone's like in these recent times?
The earliest one you could remember.
Okay. Shit, Crooklyn.
Yeah,
I
that's a
love
great answer.
Crooklyn. I ain't gonna lie, I love Crooklyn. What's another good one though? Like a really, really good one. I can always attest to. The Wood.
Yeah,
The
another
fucking Wood.
classic.
I ain't gonna lie to you. That movie, bro, it's crazy. I got exposed to that movie freshman year of high school, right?
Mhm.
Like it's freshman or like sophomore year of high school. So I feel like that was the perfect time for like a little like a young black boy to like find like something very fun, but also like I don't know. It was like that. I feel like the Wood story purpose isn't anything but friendship. Like it isn't
Yeah,
like this crazy story of like, oh, he's getting married. No, it's just showing you just show up for your loved ones. Like my homies here, I've been with this nigga since they was little as fuck. They getting into it with the girl brother. They still there. They don't want to fight, but they do. But they're getting out of their comfort zone to help their friend. You know what I mean? Now they fast forward 20 years later, they're getting married. Like they're still with their homie. They're never leaving it. Like they're never going to leave this path. So to me, that was like top tier, bro. And it's like
man.
not saying you supposed to just stay with people your whole life because you've known them.
Yeah.
But, you have to like if somebody is like good to you, you should always be good to them.
My fault. Sorry to interrupt, but I just wanted to shout out the Real Notes Patreon one time. For as little as $5 a month, you get exclusive goodies like video of every interview, 2-day early access to every interview, an invite to the Real Notes Discord server, exclusive access to the Real Talk Movie Night archive, and early pre-sale links for all live events. If you want to give a little more, you get other exclusives like retro 60-second movie reviews and monthly 90-minute workshops with me, where we can discuss whatever creative questions or projects you might have going on. Head over to patreon.com/realnotes. That's REELNOTES to join right now. I repeat, all videos will only be available on the Patreon. Thanks for listening. Shout out to my patrons. Now let's get back to talking.
You should be there for them in their moments where they're like, not doing their best type shit. And I feel like saying that in high school, and also to the fun side of it, like they're like meeting like their first like girls they like and shit. It's like it's some wholesome shit, bro. It's so wholesome, bro. And it's also like the outside shit you deal with as a little kid. Because like the older guys outside, they deal with gang shit. I didn't deal with gang shit growing up because they're in LA. But like it's still like neighborhood shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he so happened to have a crush on the biggest gangster in the hood, little sister. Like, you can't make this shit up, bro. Like, it's prime, like, black shit right there. Like, that's really how I be growing up, bro. Yeah. I love that movie. So I would say The Wood. I vote for The Wood. I would say that.
Yeah, that's a great answer because even thinking about it, I remember when I first saw The Best Man when I was coming up, and like I always think of The Wood and The Best Man as like two sides of the same coin, just in terms of like, I mean, excuse me, I mean, like The Best Man is a bit more like there's more characters. It takes place over like a longer period of time, and it's like a bit more serious. Like they're like all grown, and one of them's an author. There's like infidelity and cheating and marriage.
I've never seen The Best Man. I need to watch it.
The Best Man is great. For some reason,
I'm dead ass. I'm gonna go watch it.
Yeah, no, you gotta. Cause like to me, I feel like cause Taye Diggs is in The Wood. Right? Yeah. So Taye Diggs is also in The Best Man, and like to me that like I always they're not related at all, but I always think of those two movies because they feel the same. It's like like they're all kids in the wood basically, and it like I always imagine like once again he's not playing the same character, but I can't look at I look at Taye Diggs in like The Wood and
In the
Brown
same
Sugar
universe type shit as
and The
that.
Best Man. Yeah, like I feel
Yeah.
like, you know, like those three movies are all connected to me because of the way they deal with black love and black
Mm.
relationships and black friendship and brotherhood. Even though, like, once again, they're not related plot wise at all and character wise, but like
Yeah.
I can't not think of those three together. And part of it is because of the way Taye Diggs just steals all three of those movies. He's
Yeah.
incredible in all three of them.
Now, I'm gonna say Tay Diggs is
Um,
amazing in all of those movies. I can't lie.
yeah,
He's
yeah,
funny as
man,
fuck in the wood. Like
yeah.
insane. Insane. My favorite part is the TikTok shit when he getting the TikToks. I said the TikTok, the TikToks and shit.
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
it was doing it from when they was younger. He was like, number one rule, don't chew. And then they in the same store as they older, and he's getting the TikToks and shit and bringing it up, and he telling like his fucking breath stink. He needs some. I'm like, this shit is crazy as fuck.
Yeah, man. It's I don't know. There's something so classic about it. And just thinking about this right now, um it always makes me so sad that like black film like that doesn't get canonized the way I feel like it
Yeah,
deserves, because like I'm sure I want to say maybe like 60 to 70% of people listening to this podcast right now have never seen or maybe have never even heard of The Wood. And
exactly.
like you're like these movies are so important to us just on like a you know, like the cultural footprint they have is so large,
Yeah,
and because like you could tell they were really speaking to us for us on some shit, like people, you know, like movies like The Wood and Brown Sugar and The Best Man, like these are they're kind of like in the background of my
yeah.
life
They're like
in a way.
non-traumatic black movies that
Yeah,
are like amazing. Because that's one thing I feel like there's space for both, but like I do feel
yeah,
like we should popularize these non-traumatic movies just as much as we, you know what I'm saying, as we do the other.
easy.
Because it's like it's duality. Like you need that shit.
Yeah,
You need that shit.
right. Yeah, like even another one I saw like real recently that I hadn't seen before was I saw Coolie High, and
Oh,
the only reason I was able to see it because like there weren't many like physical copies of it around like on video and DVD, and the Criterion Collection just put Coolie High out I think like a year or two ago, and I copped it
no.
because like it's been one I've been wanting to watch forever, and like I don't know, man. Like that movie takes place in Chicago in I think in the 60s or the 70s. I can't remember exactly when, but like that, I don't know. I connected to that. Like I imprinted that shit imprinted on me like from 15, 20 minutes in. Like I was like I felt so seen. You know,
Yeah.
like at the end when Cochise gets killed and Son's sitting at the grave and he reads him the poem, and Boys to Men sing "It's So Hard to Say Goodbye to Yesterday." I was like,
Yeah.
I was crying, bro.
I
I can't
never
even
seen
front.
Coolie High, but my mother loves that movie. Like my
Oh
mother loves.
man,
I've heard my mother reference that movie multiple times throughout my life, and I still haven't watched it.
it's
But
because
I
it's so hard to find. Like
mm,
now, like, you know, like now that it's like circulating, it's like go find it if you get the chance.
now I'm gonna watch.
Um,
I just watched The
like
Warriors for the first time, like
oh
last month.
wow,
Actually, I watched that shit at Nyante's house. This nigga left for tour, and I was staying over his job, and I was like, I'm here high as shit. I'm just like, actually, what can I watch? And I seen that. I never watched this shit, bro. I was up at like 4 in the morning watching that shit. That was a great movie.
movie's fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got lucky. I saw that for the first time at why am I forgetting the name of the theater? I can see it in my head. Shit. I'm forgetting the name right now. But I saw
Oh,
it in a theater, like for like some sort of special promotion event thing, and like that's I don't know, like the Warriors, like the aesthetic alone, just like
yeah.
everything about the Warriors is just
It's
so
like, how the
fucking
fuck
cool.
did they do this? Like, it's like, bro, it's probably like 5,000 people in that movie, like in
Yeah.
totality, and like they all play, like they're playing a role in this shit. Like, how are y'all just
Hmm.
doing this? Like, what the fuck? Top 10
And
movie.
and yeah, just like and like Cyrus, like his like the fact so like
Yeah,
Cyrus he's only in that movie for like 5 minutes, but he makes such an impression, and then he gets
literally.
gunned down, and then that starts
And the
the
whole
whole
movie
John
is
off,
all
you
him,
know,
basically.
like
Like,
yeah,
crazy.
yeah, no, and the lady who's talking on the radio and like narrating,
Yeah.
I love the
Confused
Warriors,
about that
man.
at first. I was like, is she talking about them. Then the second announcement, I'm like, okay, I see what they're doing. This is cool.
So fucking dope. Yeah, I don't know. Like that's like, yeah, like anybody listening who like may or may not be onto that type of shit, like go find Cooley High, go find the Warriors, go find the Wood.
Literally.
Like especially
Literally.
like go find the Wood. Like these are all like such a, I don't know, like they're culturally important, but they're just like great movies that I think people deserve to see and take in. And I don't know, like go yeah, go watch the Wood.
Exactly. And get some sun after. Get some sun.
Yeah,
after.
get some. Please, like I know it's like 50 degrees outside right now. So yeah, if you're, oh, it might not be when you. By the time people hear this, it's gonna be cold again. But like,
If I tell you it's cold again, but just peek your head out the window, get a little sun.
word, come on.
Never you can.
Let's do the same with music real quick before we move on to you specifically. When did music become capital M music for you? Not even in terms of you wanting to make it, but just in terms of you like fucking with music and liking it and listening to it.
I've been fucking with music like for a long ass time. My stepbrother had a band, and I used to go with him to like band practice, and I never forget. He had this guy on, like they did like lead mic and shit, and I was rapping one day. And of course, I'm like 10 years old, and all I listened to was Lil Wayne at this time. So my vocabulary is insane, you know, like when I'm not with my mom or dad. And so I'm rapping, and my stepbrother, he just let me like, I'm like little bro, so it's like he just like let the little nigga rock out.
Yeah.
And his homie walked up to me, and he's like, "Yo, it sounds nice. Let's just like rap about your life." And I was like, I looked at him, and I was like, that's like my first, also my first like remembrance of embarrassment when I was, cause like to be like somebody walk up to you 10 years old and like they tell you like, yeah, you good, but just rap about your life. I was looking at them like, fuck. But then it instilled, I'm glad he told me that at 10 years old, because now I'm a grown ass man. I'm actually making music. I just talk about only my life and like real things. And I'm not like, you know, being weird and shit. But that was like one of my earliest memories. And after that, I went back and listened to like the Carter 2 and all of that shit. Yeah. And yeah, my father showed me like Dipset albums and shit. My father has like crazy music taste. So every time he picked me up from school, especially back then, like I lived with my dad in like 2006, 2007. So like that's around the time like Carter 2's coming out. It's a lot of like just a lot of that going on, like Cameron, MJG 8 Ball, like a lot of Southern music, like good ass Southern music. T.I. was dropping around that time, like
Urban Legend time. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
So it was like, I don't know. My dad was like, I feel like my dad was putting me onto that. My mom was playing like, that's why I love Destiny Child and like SWV. And I feel like my mother was showing me like a lot of like, what like she also, her and my dad, they were showing me like a lot of Western, like West music. And my stepdad, he loved G-Funk. So my stepfather is the reason why I love G-Funk and Scarface. Like it's nowhere I can go and I don't play like a G-Funk song. Like any, like if I get in the car, like anyway, like I'm gonna play something that's like stemming from that era. So I would say like all of that. So, and I was like, I feel like 9 and 10 when I really started to like take heed of music and like what they're saying type shit.
Yeah, man. I mean, like break down some of your favorite.
I don't mean to cut you off. Just let me let my mom know I'm not dying. She gonna keep calling me.
Word. Yeah. No.
Hey mom, let me call you right back. I'm doing the interview. Okay, she actually. I just said that she hung up on me instantly.
Nah, she knew you were talking about her. That's crazy. It's like that's nuts that she called you like right after you were talking about how much she influenced your music taste. That's hilarious. But I wanna know what some of your favorite G-Funk is, because I also have a huge soft spot for not just G-Funk but like pretty much anything West Coast related. Like as somebody who didn't grow up on the West Coast,
like the Dog Pound. Like one of my favorite songs is Let's Play House. But it's the different version of it. It's not it's I forgot the name of the version, but it's not the original. I think it might be the original, but it's a different version. Of course, Warren G. Sally Sale. I feel like Sally Sale is G-Funk, isn't he?
I think so. I'd say so. Yeah.
I feel like he could fall in that G-Funk. Shit, it's a lot of guys, bro. But like really, like I would say like the Dog Pound and like Warren G. I would say
Yeah,
like them definitely is like, yeah, those bass lines and shit. Like I feel like if you listen to my
yeah,
music, like me saying this now, you go back and listen to my music, you be like, okay, this he actually like grew up on this shit because we love a bass line.
yeah,
Like niggas love a bass
man.
line.
For yeah, no, like I could think of like three of your songs in particular that have
Yeah,
like crazy bass. There's one, my favorite song on Merci No Merci is Dialects and Manners, and that song has a crazy fucking
yeah.
bass line,
Now,
and that's the reason I fuck with that song. So yeah,
nah, you should. I love
yo,
that. Like,
yeah, no, yeah, like, and it's funny because I don't think that was a single at first, and like the first time I ran the album, I was like, I have a bunch of favorites, but I was like, that's my favorite song, and then I
yeah,
think like 2 months later, you put out a video, and I was like, see, it was just a little confirmation. I was like, I knew that was one of those ones, you
yeah.
know,
Nah, real
it just
shit.
made me, laugh.
Thank you so
Um,
much, bro.
Nah, no doubt, man. Thank you. But on the note of G Funk, I was gonna say, in the last like 4 or 5 years, I've really gotten into DJ Quick. Like he's like my
Hey,
favorite
oh my
right
gosh, how the
now.
fuck did I just
I,
forget DJ Quick? I'm so
I
excited for that. Oh my
nah, man, don't even trip.
hey, nah, DJ Quick is like one of those ones though. Like DJ Quick is one of those ones. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Yeah. Like for me, I think the Safe and Sound was like my big. Like I ran through that album. Like Something for the Mood is one of my favorite songs ever. I listen to that shit all the fucking time.
Okay. I'm
But
sorry, one more
but
time. Bro. Ma,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, let me call you back, Mom. I'm doing an interview. It's okay.
No, it's all good. But yeah, I love DJ Quick, bro. That's all I
Yeah,
got.
I ain't gonna lie, DJ Quick is like he's the guy. And like me, I didn't know that he produced so much like shit
Yeah.
back in the day. Like I feel like I just learned that like 2 years ago. Really like last year, for real.
Yeah, he's different. Like I haven't heard everything, but yeah, I love me some DJ Quick. He's super duper dope.
Yeah, yeah.
So I mean, you don't start making music until like you're talking about like 9 or 10 years old. Like you're
Yeah.
not making music at this point. You're talking about like you. I mean, like you had already mentioned. You had mentioned somebody kind of put you on the spot and said like rap about your life.
Yeah.
But like I mean like talk to me about that because like you mentioned like how embarrassing that moment was. Like
Yeah.
what was it about that moment when somebody put you on the spot to just like rap? Like talk to me about that.
All right, so basically, how they even used to start, they used to play the music in the background for me, and they'll let me rap over it. So I always was like playing like rapping, and then I feel like that shit. When he said that to me, I was like, actually, I don't have to play, because like at first I was taking this shit as a game because I'm a little boy. So I was like, actually, I don't have to play. I could actually be serious. It's like I'm going through shit. Even at 10 years old, I'm going through shit that like I could write, and I always was like writing poems and shit down. So I just feel like
Yeah.
that just made me like take it serious, but like I wasn't still taking it serious because I was playing sports growing up, and then I had gotten to high school. And then once I got into high school, it was over. Like once I got into high school, I was like, all right, I'm not really fucking with the basketball shit. I fucked my leg up. I'm like, I really should just make music. Like I love making music, and I feel like I asked myself, I was like, do I want to make music, or am I just like again like about to do something that I'm not committed to? And so I was like, all right, actually, let me see how committed I am. So I was like, if I stay at this shit like all summer, I'm going to dead ass like be a musician for the rest of my life. And I did my
Mm,
first show. I sold like 40 tickets in my first show, like hand to hand. Like I had them bitches
wow.
on me, like selling physical tickets. And everybody came, and the shit was cool as shit. I only had one song out, bro. And then ever since then, I was like, all right, I'm gonna just like rock out with music.
Wow. So okay, like this first show, and you
Mm.
sold 40 tickets. Like when was this? How old were you? What year was this?
It's right
Like,
here on my arm.
sheesh.
7/25, 2015.
7/25, 15, crazy.
G shit.
Wow.
That's the date of my first show, bro. Date of my first
Wow.
show. That shit
Where
was
was it?
crazy. It was at the old Cafe Asia in DC. I don't know what that is
Mm-hmm.
now, but that shit is like foggy. What's Cafe Asia like? Foggy Bottom knockout? The old Cafe Asia. Where they used to have all them parties at. Yeah, it's like Foggy Bottom.
Crazy.
Yeah, like DuPont Circle and shit. But yeah, bro, that shit was crazy, like crazy as shit. And I wasn't even graduating high school. I was going to the 12th grade. So that shit
Wow.
was like super cool, bro. And then I wound up performing. Well, not I performed a little bit in my prom, but they played my mixtape at prom. I won prom king and shit, and they ran the tape. Shit was funny as fuck. I was like, yeah, I'm a rapper. Like I might just be a rapper for the rest of my life. And I feel like I was taking it serious, but I still was like not being like super immersed in like the process of being an artist. And then like after
Right.
the pandemic, I was like, all right, let me like super lock in. And then I dropped Nitro. I dropped Nitro probably like 2 years out of the pandemic, like a year and a half. And I was like,
Mm.
all right, now I'm here. Like I'm about to just be serious. But I always was recording though. I never stopped recording through like all of those years.
Right, because I mean, like even before that, like we got like straight drop season and
Yeah,
UUV and A series, like all that
exactly.
shit. Like yeah, like this is and it's crazy because like I went back and listened to straight drop season earlier today, and just like to see the difference between like you sound so different on this album
Yeah.
like compared to how you sound now. Like
No,
it's almost like like I don't know, like there's something like super blog era about the way you were kind of going about it early on. And then
yeah,
like and then like Dirty Harry is where you kind of Dirty Harry is where I feel like you're really locked in on like what you're doing now.
exactly.
So
Like I'm like you could tell Dirty Harry I was in the studio like, nah, cut that shit. This shit need to
yeah.
be bright. Yeah, I mean, this shit need to be crisp. Like this shit I gotta do this motherfucker
Yeah.
like facts. And I'm glad like people could tell that jump because I was telling myself that I was like, I don't be applauding mediocrity like for myself.
Mm.
Like nothing at all, but like definitely for myself. Like for something else I'll have grace for. But like myself, I have no grace. I'm like, nigga, this shit is it's good what you're doing, but like you have to take a jump. So I really I'm blessed to like I really can tell people saying that shit. Cause I put a lot of time in that shit, bro. Like a good 2 years of like I'm just gonna record and try to make the best music I can make, and then I'm gonna take
Yeah.
that music and like analyze it, and then I'm gonna like keep growing my sound from it.
So I mean, like I wanna focus a little bit on straight drop season, just because
Yeah.
like
Which
it's the
one?
last thing I
One or two?
Oh, one I think.
Okay. Okay. It's the one where
So I
I
mean,
got
just
the glasses on and I got it like a scarf.
huh.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I went digging, bro.
Yeah, I'm about to say, bro. That's like when I was really like I was like trying to get my shit together, but I would make a tape and it'll be amazing, and I'll just drop it and never do nothing with it, which is
That's
ridiculous.
crazy. Wow. Like I mean, just like what headspace were you in when you were making this? Like, just talk to me about how that project came together and like what it means to you, kind of looking back on it now, like 7-8 years later, because it's been like 7-8 years.
Yeah,
You know.
I would say that's one of my first projects that I built expectations for. I was like, because I felt like it was songs on there at that time, but everything happened for a reason because I'm here now.
Right.
But I really did feel like it was songs on there that's like, oh shit, I'm good. Like I'm about to be immersed into like this shit. Like people are gonna hear this music. They're gonna be like, wow, this young man is great. I'm gonna be doing sold out shows. Like this is what's about to happen. And I felt like when I dropped it and I didn't get that reception, I was like, fuck. But it was still a great reception. Like it still like got exposed to new people. Like I still was doing shows. Like I still was doing all of the things that you should be grateful for as an artist. But I feel like the expectations I put in my brain didn't allow me to like appreciate what I made. And that's
Mm-hmm.
one regret I have in that moment. Because looking back, I really do feel like a lot of that music is great. Like it's so good. So I feel like that was my headspace at that time. I was just trying to like really become something. Like I wanted to like be like become like start to become this guy. And I made that shit. Even like the cover art, like how we shot it. Like I wanted it to be
Mm-hmm.
like very like abstract, but in the times. So I got on a fucking headband over my hoodie. But this is the time of like Supreme is like really, really, really a thing at this time. We're wearing a lot of like just different things put together and shit. So I'm like, I wanted to capture the times and like, but also still be like ahead of shit as well. And I feel like I did a good job. I just didn't give myself on the pat on the back. Like I didn't give myself like Like, yeah, you're doing good. Like, this is amazing.
Why do you think you didn't do that?
It was like how I said, it was the expectations I put on myself that I shouldn't have done, because it was like, bro, we're making art at the end of the day, so this shit isn't depicted on like how much like how much notoriety this gains, or like how much money this makes. It's supposed to be about like how much I love it, like how much I feel connected to this. Like I feel like I've conveyed my thoughts the best way. Because like I feel like the shit with art, once you start succeeding, like the real success is when you can convey your creative thought to like your best abilities. Like you have an
Yeah.
idea and then you put it out and you're like, wow, this is exactly what the fuck I wanted to do. And most of the time when you do that and you put it out to the world, it does the thing. But you don't even think about what the world thinks because you're so satisfied with what you did yourself. You know what I'm saying? And of course, we're
Hmm.
making art for other people to like indulge in and love, but like it starts at home. Like you can't make something that you don't like and put it out to the world. Sometimes that is a thing, because I have had songs I've had that I wouldn't say I don't like, but I per se might be like, oh, I don't think people gonna super fuck with it, and I drop it, and then it's like, you know what I'm saying? But that's like
Yeah.
that's some like you're now in rhythm so much with making music. You had one of those, but I don't really feel like motherfuckers should be making shit that they're not in love with. Like hell no, that's not. Even for your soul, my nigga. Like I don't care how much money you making. You making shit you don't like. That shit is not cool. Like it's not.
And then on top of that, coming out and being like, yeah, this isn't my best shit, or like, yeah, I don't care, but because like I can't tell you, especially like in the last like 4 or 5 years, so many people, whether they be rappers, artists, singers, whatever, would be like, oh, I don't really care about this shit, and it's like I could tell, son, like stop, like I don't know, like these like big, I don't like the one who comes to mind. And like I've been a fan of his for years up until like pretty recently, just because of like the quality. Like I remember 21 Savage was just like, oh, I don't care about this shit. And I'm like, I could tell, bro. Like, like, like after a while, you can just tell people don't care. And it's like, why even bother? Like, why would I want to listen to something that you don't care about? Like that shit makes no sense to me,
I just
especially
always
now.
want to make shit. I just always want to make sure like I'm super like I'm there with it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's all.
Yeah.
That's all.
Right. And like so I mean like when did you first notice that I mean like outside of you started off pretty recognized, like even if it was just like in the area or whatever, but like when did you start to notice that more and more people were like noticing you and your music, and like when did you first start to notice it spreading places that you hadn't expected it to touch?
Um, shit. It's a good one. We had a fucking show in Kansas City on Mike Tour,
Hmm.
and that shit was crazy. Like that shit was crazy. I remember I got there and for one, I'm vegan. So me and like Midwest places and like super down south, I love them being there, but like on some like eating shit, I hate it because it's just barbecue and like ribs and shit.
Oh yeah, it's
Kansas
tough. I
City.
can only imagine.
I'm pissed
Yeah.
off. I'm in Kansas City. I ain't gonna lie. I'm loving it because I'm here, but I'm also like, bro, fuck. I'm in Kansas City. I walk off, bro. All I remember is I think I went and got like a big ass margarita, bro. They had like a $8. I don't even drink like that, but they had a big ass $8 margarita, and I got some fajitas. And I was like, oh, this shit cool as hell. And then we had a show. The show was like later on and shit. Bruh, I lie to you not. The show was sold out, but it was like everybody was so excited, like from the front to the back. Like that was probably one of the most lit shows I've had in my life, bro. It was like 500 people in there. Everybody knew everything word for word. They were standing on couches and chairs in there. We're in Kansas City. I thought this is a town for cowboys and farmers. Motherfuckers are lit and excited. I loved it. And this guy looked at us at the end of the show and he was like, da 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 da, bro, what the fuck y'all doing? I'll go open up my restaurant. So we all looking like, man, you ain't gonna open up tonight. You know what I'm saying? He like, bro, I'll open up my fucking restaurant. Like, I'll just get y'all the 80, just come. This nigga Nyante calls me like 20 minutes later. He's in the kitchen. This man is making like everything, like anything niggas want. He's making this shit, bro. He's making veggie samosas, but they're like the nice, like packed jumps. So we get there. he showed us like the most hospitality in the world, bro. Really opened up his restaurant, bro. Me and Mike, we all of us in here sitting eating fucking samosas, samosas. I know it's different, like, but we eating those shits in the kitchen, and we just like shout out to Kansas City. I never would have fucking thought this. You know what I mean?
Man.
So yeah, Kansas City is one of them places that we like, damn.
That's so tough. I went out to Tulsa, Oklahoma for the first time. I think like 4 years ago, and it's hella barbecue out there. Super delicious. I'm not vegan. I was eating everything.
Yeah,
but there were a couple.
I can tell it's good as fuck. I know. I can smell the barbecue sauce. I'm like, I know this shit's good as hell.
Yeah, but yeah, no, like it's a. But like I bring that up to say that it's always real fascinating to like be in that area and just like notice that, like, you know, like people. There's a lot of really good food out there. I mean, like everything is known for what it's known for, but there's always going to be pockets of stuff that like you might not want what they're serving locally, but there's going to be like some shit that you never imagined that they would have there that just smack. And like the thing, because like my sister used to stay out in Portland. And a big thing about Portland that I had no idea about, they're big on Vietnamese food out there. It's a huge Vietnamese population out there. So it's just like hella fucking Vietnamese and general Asian food out there. So like I go out there and like my sister took me to this place called Look Lock. It's like this big spot in Portland. Some of the it was Look Lock and I think a joint called the Red Rooster, if I remember correctly. I'm sure Joe can hear me talking right now. I'm pretty sure it was called the Red Rooster. But like them two spots, I just never would have expected to eat like Asian food that good in a place like Portland. It didn't communicate. It just didn't compute to me at all. So like it's always nice to be surprised by places that you've never been and have no frame of reference. Will just like come out and give you the good shit, you know?
Nah, you right though. You right.
Like, man, now I'm hungry as hell. Yeah. But before we get into Dirty Harry 2 and a couple other things I wanted to know, just like like music wise. I mean, like you mentioned the Mike tour before, and you know, like eventually like this thing that you have starts to get to a point where, I mean, like you're of course like you're modeling too at this point, like you're doing a bunch of stuff, like you're not just making music, and eventually, you know, like you attract the attention of people like Rocky and Mike. So like when did the two of them come into the picture, and like what did it feel like to just kind of have eyes like that on you at that point?
Well, I met Mike before Rocky. I met Mike through Halle. So I met Halle first.
Yeah.
I met Halle first. He asked me, can I like open up in Baltimore? Like, can I come out in Baltimore during his set? I'm like, hell yeah. Like, we got mutual friends. Like, I fuck with what y'all doing. And then he was like, bro, you should just come to New York. Like, this is the last show tomorrow. Like, that should be like that. And then ever since then, we've been hanging out every day for like 3-4 years. I met Rocky through Lou. Well, not through ASAP Lou, but like Lou. He had reached out to me. He was like, bro, Rocky, super fucking with your shit, da-da-da-da. He sent me his number. I was supposed to meet them at something in the water because he was performing. I drove to Virginia Beach. I took me and my friends to Virginia Beach. Mind you, I'm the worst. I was late. I was late as fuck. So I couldn't even meet him. Shit funny as shit. Like imagine like some like the superstars like inviting you somewhere and you just so high you're late. It's like, my nigga, like, come on now. So I'm late to this shit. But he's like X, Y, and Z, like link me in New York, you know. So I link him in New York at his spot, and we just been locked in since then. Like that was probably like 3 years ago now, like 2.5. Yeah. So it was super random, bro. Like super random. But like since then, it's been like love. Like I feel like definitely my shit with Mike is more like super like tight knitted. Like that's like really my brother. And like Rocky is like somebody I met, and it's like we super fuck with each other. It's just he's like always on the move. But whenever I'm with him, it's love. You know what I'm saying? But I spend a lot of time with Mike. Like Mike B, that's my boy right there. Like I love Mike B.
Yeah, nah, man. Like I'm like, you know, like I've been lucky enough to have seen him really kind of go up on the incline from from the jump. Like
Yeah.
I remember like my good homie Deem Spencer played a show at the spot in Queens called Much More. It might have been in Brooklyn. No, it was definitely in Brooklyn. It was called Much More. It doesn't exist anymore. I saw Mike and All the Slums open for Deem,
Mm.
and this was like either right before or right after May God Bless Your Hustle came out. And
Kill.
like, like it was like right at the start, like and just like to see him go from that to like, I don't know, like I just saw I just saw all y'all on the last tour, and like how big that show was. I don't know. It just makes me happy to see that pop the way it has, and like for you specifically to also be on this crazy incline, and like to see you what's it called? I was at the Earl show. Like I saw you pop out, and like y'all did. Yeah, no, like y'all did Words to Live By twice because people wouldn't stop asking for Words to Live By, and like the crowd wasn't really super. The crowd was kind of ass that night, but like they really, like I think I told you, they woke up when y'all came out to do that song.
Facts.
Like, man, and because I don't know the story, and because that song is that song, like it was and still is huge. How did that happen? Like, how did it come together? Like, how did you and Tebe get linked up? And just like, did you imagine that song would travel the way it did? Because it's just like, I'll get into that in a second.
That shit was made so random. I recorded that song, and I didn't finish it, but I was gonna go back and finish it. So I stopped at the part where like it's that break, and then he like it's now he comes in. But I had posted it on Instagram because I love posting snippets. I haven't been doing it recently, but I might have started back. And he was just like, send me this. So I was like, bet. Tebe wanted, like, because he'll always, like, if I have an unreleased song, he'll always sometimes be like, hey, send me this if you fuck with it. He want to hear it. So I'm like, all right, bet. Like, Tebe about to listen to it. But this specific song I didn't finish. So it's a minute and a half of beat left. So he's like 2 days later, he's like, yo, I put something on there. I'm like, for sure, like, let me hear that shit. You hear me? Send it to me. And I'm listening, and I'm like, did we just like on some high shit, just make something crazy, like with no, like, it wasn't no plan to it, like no plan. Like that's literally how it happened, bro. And then I was like, shit, we got smoke. And then I didn't want to just drop the song. So I was like, what video could I shoot with this? And I'm always trying to find like a video that like makes sense, but it's not like it's a forced video, but I want it to look really, really, really cool. I'm like, actually, I'm gonna just wait the Young World. And I didn't have a cameraman at Young World. I knew one of the homies was gonna be there with a camera though. I seen Nikki. Nikki was about 4 beers in. I said, Nikki, Words to Live By for me. He was like, I don't got my I was like, Nikki, it's fine. Just shoot it with that one. You already got the light. We gonna do this motherfucker. That nigga, Nikki was like, you right, Cousteau. He got 4 more beers in him. This nigga Nikki was so drunk. I was like, I might have fucked up tonight. Like, Nikki probably can't do it. Nikki shot one of the best videos that human beings have ever seen.
That shit is so wild, man.
Inebriated as much as he was. And I want Nikki to know that, Nikki, you are amazing. And actually, he's the MVP of this whole story. Because there's no way he was that drunk and that video was that amazing like that. So shout out to Nikki. I mean that shit. Shout out to
shout out to you, Nikki. Because like I was at the club that night.
Yeah.
I think I left like right before y'all shot that video, and I watched it, and it made me happy to see it happen because I was like, I was there. I remember, that Young World was super dope. Obviously, it didn't happen this year, unfortunately. I hope they bring it back next year. But like I don't know, like that, like the air around Young World that day was special, and you hear about the afters and everybody's there, and like everybody's like kicking it inside, and then like that video happens, it drops however soon after it drops, and like I remember seeing it for the first time and thinking like, this is gonna travel, and like a big part of it. I mean, like, of course, like, I know a lot of the attention went to Tebe's verse because it's a great verse. It's incredible. Like, he kind of adopted y'all's style in a really apparent way. But like, I don't know, man, just like you just there in the center of it all. and like your verse and like the way you're rapping. I don't know, like it's like and you're like the people around you. It just
Yeah, it was a great. It's a
it's
great moment. It's one of them songs. Like,
yeah.
it's a great song. You know what I mean? Like it's like this is one of them jumps. And I feel like
Hmm.
I always like super looked up to the shit that Future was doing, like growing up.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm like high key, like in my own realms, like I'm like, I'm doing like some shit that like I seen Future doing, like because I remember growing up, a lot of the first songs I got hip to of Futures were like songs that people per se wasn't super like privy to, and then like his hooks and features at first. And then I went from those to like immersing myself into like his projects. And then now at the age I met, bro, like he's probably my favorite artist ever. But I feel like that's how people make their favorite artists, because like they be so many different places, and then you don't really like you don't know what you know them for yet, but you know you
Yeah.
like them, and then like you get a song that you're attached to, and you play it, you keep playing it, and then you're like, bro, why am I only just playing this song? I know he has others I like. You just haven't went into the discography, and then you finally go into it, which I feel like people are doing now for me. They're like, actually, let's check his discography, like, and they're like, damn, I fuck with this, and I feel like my next tape will be like that, boom, like that actual boom, where it's like, and if it's not, we just gonna keep going. But I feel it happening, like I see it coming together.
Yeah. I wanna talk specifically about Dirty Harry 1 and 2, or Dirty Harry, Merci, No Merci, and Dirty Harry 2 in that regard, because these three projects to me, like Dirty Harry 2, and Merci, No Merci, are just like, I don't know, just like the range on here, like the way you're rapping, the stuff you're rapping about, like the different types of beats, because like it's very, like it's very clear you're from DC, just in like the way, you talk and the way you hold yourself, but like I feel like on Dirty Harry 2 in particular, you're like really starting to dig into yourself in a way that you weren't on the first two. Like I can't hear a song like oh man, I'm blanking on the name. I feel so stupid.
No, you good, bro. I know how it be. I know, like especially like song names, bro. It's insane trying to keep up with all the time.
Marina Del Rey is the one that I kept coming back to from this project.
Again and live life like I robbed a bank, blowing up some stairs for niggas ain't making it to this pop.
Like, man, I mean, like you've talked about your family and you've talked about your upbringing like on record before, but I feel like, I don't know, like Dirty Harry 2 just feels it feels like a touch more introspective and like reflective than your other stuff does.
It's like you can feel like somebody climbing over the mountain right now.
Yeah, for sure. Like, yeah, I mean, like, just like talk to me about like the headspace you were in while making Dirty Harry 2, and like what you wanted to convey on it that was a bit different than the other two.
Well, I would say Dirty Harry 2 is my first project that I've been in California some days, I'm in New York some days, I'm in DC.
Yeah, right.
So it's like this is like my first project, I would say, that I'm very much like, I'm seeing like the fruits of my labor, but it make me reflect, because also like I've been doing this shit like it's 10 years now, like real like a 10-year run of like making music. So for somebody to like start to see their incline at like this point of life I'm at, this age that I'm at, I feel like it makes you like very like you reflect a lot, because I have a lot of things I went through before I got here. Like I didn't get the chance to like skip out on I didn't do adulthood. Like I just ultra, like I would say it's like I was always successful in whatever I was doing, but just like at the heights of certain things, you know what I'm saying? So like now I'm in like the second half of my 20s. I feel like I just have a lot of shit to talk about. Like, and just like a lot of shit is like, yeah, things are lit, but like also like it's this and it's this that comes with it, and it's this. And it's not saying that these are bad things, but it's just like perspectives. So I feel like that's also too what it is. It's like in the Dirty Harry 2 one. Because I really was like at a great point, still at a great point, but it's so much that like a motherfucker had to do to even get here. And it's like this is nowhere near the ending. Like this is very much the beginning. So it's like, a lot of like overcoming, a lot of triumph.
Yeah, no, but and it is a lot of triumph. Like that's the thing I've always loved about all your music, like all the projects. Like it's been, like it's been that balance. Like it's not, it's not like all the way turned or like all the way depressed. Like you always tend to find the middle ground and everything. And I was reading this I was reading this review of your project that the guy Sheldon Pierce wrote on NPR, and he kind of connected it to everything that had been happening with the police in DC,
Yeah.
like over the course of the year, and like like thinking about your album in that context, like as somebody who I'm sure like
And
has a
shout out to
lot
them
of
for that
thoughts.
article. When I seen that, I was like, bro, NPR just
Yeah,
wrote about me. That was hard. I can't lie. It was so good.
yeah. Yeah, nah, it made me really happy to see. And Sheldon's one of my favorite writers. He's somebody who really gets this shit and cares and comes at it from cool angles and ways that he's been inspiring me for years. But like, like as like I'm sure you're somebody who has a lot of thoughts and feelings about the government presence that was in DC at the time, and it still is. Like obviously,
Yeah.
like y'all are the capital, but I mean like just considering that album in that context, I hadn't thought about it like that until somebody directly made the connection, and I was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
of course, this is all like right here." And I can imagine. I'm like, I don't know if that was directly on your mind while you were making it, but
It's crazy. It wasn't, but I can see like it wasn't on my brain, but I could definitely see if because I don't know. It's like a therapy thing. Like if you go to a therapy session, you don't know what like the thing is like all are connected to your reactions, but someone is aware of every last, not even aware of every last detail, but they're not living in your shoes. They can see other things, and I feel like from his perspective, he's like, oh shit, like this has to be like something that's like, you know what I'm saying, like a part of his brain because he's lived with this his whole life. Even though I don't think of it, I don't look at it like that, but like it's definitely I need to find like certain aspects of the thing so I don't like quote myself wrongly. But it was definitely certain points he was making in there that was like, damn, I didn't even think about that. This nigga's right. This nigga just told me something about myself. Shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was fucking with that because I didn't look at it from that perspective either. Like I definitely didn't.
right, yeah. It's just like it's just one of those moments where you step back and realize that you're like a part of culture. Like,
Yeah,
like everything, like not even just like as an artist or like as a rapper or a model or whatever. Like, like you are culture. Like you are the sum of what of like the area that raised you.
facts.
And just to kind of be put into that I don't know, like that's like I live for stuff like that when it comes to writing, and I live for that when it comes to like I don't know, it's like like I make those connections in my head all the time. So to see it come through in that way, and for you to kind of like to even just like watch you unpack it right now is just like that's what we live for type shit, like it's just yeah, it's just cool as hell to me. I know I know you gotta hop off, so I got one more question for you.
All good, bro.
Real simple one. Cousteau, if your life was a movie, what would it be about?
If my life was a movie, right, it might be. All right. Shit. All right. Let me think.
This question, this question is very complicated and very simple.
Yeah, I say it's like, well, all right. I would say it would be. Can I give an example
Yeah.
of a movie? Okay, all right. All right. I'm going to makeshift it though. It would be Wolf of Wall Street, right? No snitching. No, like turning the fucking company to a bottom halt, right? None of the craziness, like all the extra craziness, but definitely the hustle mentality and like somebody like finding like something to like do and finesse and like turn it up and like bring in all of their friends and then just live ridiculously off of that. Yeah. And, but not the bad ending that they had though, like none of that.
Right.
Like all of the in between cool business shit that they were doing and like all of that, like nice ass suits and $20,000, $30,000 on fucking sides, Jordan.
Yeah, $26,000 on. Rest in peace to Rob Reiner, man. What a role. That shit is crazy,
bro. So yeah, I'm going Wolf of Wall Street, and my Ferrari was red, like how you said, like like Don Johnson's in Miami Vice.
The only thing I don't want you so high on Percocets that you can't drive your fucking.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, all of that. Like, all of the wild shit. We pushing that out. We pushing that out. I definitely will be smoking weed at a country club though, making people uncomfortable.
Word.
Sure.
Let's go. That's
Weed at the country club.
that's GP, bro. That's GP.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I just always think about that because that's my favorite scene in the whole movie where he's trying to get to the car and he's just nice.
I love
on
how
the ground.
he
Just
drove home so calmly at first. Like he thought he made it home. like did nothing wrong. That shit was fucking hilarious.
That scene was so fun. Yeah, like it's. I just showed my lady that movie for the first time like a year and a half ago, and we both really. Yeah, no, we had a great time. It's a stressful movie, but it's fun. And then the end, and like him being, and it's just like we're not. I don't need you in a position where you need to be like, sell me this pen to this like audience of people because you're on. Just Jordan, all the cool parts of the Jordan Belfort.
Yeah, all the cool parts. All the cool parts, none of the falling off. Like,
word.
He should have just got out at the part where he could have just washed his hands with that shit and just left like with hundreds of millions of dollars.
Easy. Yeah. Easy. Yeah, no, just don't be greedy. That's
literally got away with fucking hundreds of millions of dollars. And he was like,
nah, take care of your people, take care of your community. Don't be greedy. Live good, eat good, salt good, all that shit.
Man, thank you for having me, Dylan, man. I mean that, Brody.
Like Cousteau, thank you. Like, I mean, once again, like you've been super solid to me for the past like 2-3 years. It means a lot.
Same, bro. You've been the same for me, bro.
Oh man, I'm happy to do it. Like good people deserve to be lifted up. Good artists, good rappers deserve to be lifted up. And I don't know, like this is what a way to end the year. Like this is this is like I'm so happy this worked out the way it did, and I'm proud of you. Bro. Like you've been going crazy. I'm so happy you got to. I'm happy you got to tear down New York on your own time. Just like, thank you, man. Like,
bro, thank you so much, bro. And we gonna chop it up soon. I'm gonna watch The Best Man. I'm gonna watch The Best Man today and text you.
Yeah, please. You know where to find me, man. Thanks for listening. Shout out to y'all for making it this far. And shout out to all the black people listening too, because y'all really impeccable. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and tell a friend to come through next time. 1.